Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Wishful Podcast. You can find the Wishful Podcast on YouTube video if you would like to see me. You can find me on Amazon if you have your Kindle devices or just anything affiliated with Amazon. You can find me on that. It's free. I'm on Spotify and Apple Podcast for your viewing and listening pleasures. So, we got that out of the way. That's my that's my commercial. Today is what's the day? Monday, March 9th, 2026. And daylight saving time just happened. It happened Saturday night. And crazy enough, I think everybody knew that this was supposed to happen except me. I thought daylight saving time was like next week or something. Like I was completely off, and I'm like, nah, something's not right with this. It's not making sense. So, yeah, I'm about the only person that just woke up like normal and then walked into the kitchen and seen a microwave and the time on the stove like an hour behind, and or an hour forward, whatever. Let me see, fall back, spring forward. I don't know. I really forgot. I don't know. Like I said, my alarm woke me up on my phone. I got up. It was business as usual for me. Just saying. But a lot of people seem to have a issue with it, and my windows are open. Also, if y'all just heard that, or if you hear any birds having conversations outside being disrespectful. So if you hear that, it's because the windows are open. But apparently a lot of people don't like daylight saving time, or they never liked it. I don't know. It's all I know is the sun is still out. I get off at 6 o'clock, sun is still out. Do you know how much I love that? I love that. Sun is out. Oh my goodness, man. I don't know what to do. Like, just go outside and do cartwheels and just throw paper airplanes and stuff. Everybody else I don't like it because of something. Like, I just listen to them. Okay, my mama don't like it. She's definitely with they need to leave it alone and stop messing with it. I listen. I just smile and nod. Okay. So, like I said, I love sun. I get to see it when I get off instead of it being darker, and it's just like, oh man, yeah, that's just me. So I hope that y'all have adjusted and y'all are perfectly fine, which happens on a Saturday night, not Sunday night. This happens Saturday night about 2 o'clock in the morning, I think. The time kind of resets on its own or does whatever it does. Something like that. Yeah. Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? There we go. There we go. There we go. Next thing we're going to get on. This is kind of weird because it's going to use the same word. But I don't want to be on here too long talking about that, because I do have something big that I really have to prep for y'all. So this is going to be a kind of shorter episode, and I hope that's okay with y'all. But this is about this war. I kind of mentioned it a little bit last week, and the reasons why I said I wasn't going to get into it, because a lot has happened from then to now. And I think it's just crazy that a lot of people are saying, if you really want to know what's going on, you need to use a VPN and look at like Al Jazeera news and stuff, news companies and networks and stuff that's over in that region, not the American stuff, because they're not saying the same. It's two different things, and which I already know. Y'all should know that about the how the media does and all these other things. And these people are still saying that it has something to do with Epstein. Everything is going to be tied in with Epstein. I'm tired of even. I don't know. Like, stop it. Stop it. The sun is too bright. Well, they haven't released the Epstein files yet. At this point, y'all fixating on that. Because I can guarantee you they sliding something else while everybody worry about the Epstein files not being released. Go ahead. Yeah, let's sit here and keep talking about this Epstein list. Yeah, they focus. Smoke and mirrors. They got y'all looking over here. Epstein list. While over here, all kind of stuff going on. Meanwhile, what's her name? Nancy Guthridge. I don't think she's been found yet. They're offering what, $20 million, $1 million. They're offering something. I don't know. And to be honest, to this I already know this. This lets me know that my phone is being listened and all of this other stuff. But ever since I talked about the kids, the black kids that's coming up missing, I'm seeing that like every time I get on social media. It's please help me find this kid was last seen ever since I recorded that episode. Like I'm not understanding. I'm really not understanding. Like, are these kids that's coming up missing, are they special needs? And, you know, they're being easily or more easier lured away from their relatives, caregiver. I'd say caretaker, caregiver. You know what I mean? As an umbrella term, you know, meaning uncle, brother, somebody watching them. And I don't know if that's what's going on to where they getting these kids. I don't know if these are normal kids that know right from wrong or what. Like, is it what we see on in the movies? Is it just a van rolling up next to these kids and just snatching them up? You know, because I think it's just absolutely baffling. This is baffling to me that we got all these cameras that could catch all of this crime, right? These cameras catch all this gun violence and so house or car got broken into, but we don't have no cameras wherever these kids are getting abducted from. All right then. Okay. But again, I'm not. I don't know. Something needs to be done about it. More information needs to come out instead of this. There's so many people that's just like, help me find, and that's not cool. Nah, we something. I don't even know. I really don't. But something need to happen. Somebody need to put something together. We need to get cameras. Man, I'm not even gonna say we. They got cameras. Cameras. There's a lot of cameras around. Whichever city you live in that could catch and see and all of these things, I can guarantee you it. But yeah, where are they going? What you doing with these kids? Why is it like a DNA extraction thing, or what's going on? Because these kids are not being found, and that's the other thing. So we taking these kids and they just like poof. I've seen things as far as they are getting shipped overseas somewhere to another country and being solicited for different things. I've seen that. I don't know if it's true. No. Like, do we have to put LoJack on our kids? Ha! You know what's funny? Only a certain age demographic is going to understand what LoJack is. That's crazy. If I would have said an AirTag or AirPod, whatever the thing is called, then y'all will know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. That's what I meant. But yeah, that's I seen something this morning when I was getting ready for work. I seen it on I see it in this new group that I joined on Facebook. I don't want to say the name because I think they're trying not to get reported and shut down because people doing stupid stuff in there. But it's a repost of a black woman who's living in Denver. No, she's living somewhere else. Black woman, and she's talking about what happened after Hurricane Katrina happened. So basically, the storm hit and it stopped raining, like that whole period of time. She's speaking about what happened on the streets. And this is the what is it called? The person who posted the video was a white guy, because you could see him down at the corner. He had to press pause and so and this and that. Okay, I'm gonna let it play, and I'm gonna stop it right here. And one of them videos, reaction videos, I think they're called. But he did that. She went to talking, and y'all know I'm from New Orleans. Was I there after Hurricane Katrina? No, I did not stay. I left a couple of days before the storm hit. But her story basically was saying she talked to a white guy, or a white guy talked to her, and if you were out on the street, if you were just walking, there's no power, there's no nothing. If you were just walking out on the street, there were groups of people that would take you, they would kidnap you and do whatever, and they would dispose of you. Alligators, hogs, right? So basically, you couldn't walk the street. I myself personally, I've never heard any of my friends say any of this stuff. Like, yeah, that happened. But it's on one of the Hurricane Katrina documentaries. I don't know which one it is, because it's a good number of them. Hulu has like two of them. Was it Spike Lee? Somebody just did one. Somebody just did like the 25th anniversary, whatever, however many years it was. And somebody just did one. I can't remember if it's that one or what. But it was a specific incident. It was a guy, he was saying he was walking in Algiers, and he basically got shot in the back. He got shot in the back. It's daytime. And he in a sense kind of confirmed it. It wasn't a kidnapping issue, but it was more so, a group of white people on a porch, and they talking to him like, you need to go this way and do that. To my New Orleans people, this is Algiers Point he's talking about, where this guy was. Algiers Point, that's by the ferry. So that area is, I don't know. It's mixed. It's mixed. I kind of would say it's more black than white, maybe, but I don't know. But he mentioned that. He mentioned he got shot and that whole thing. Now, again, have I heard anything about being fed to gators and hogs and kidnapped and stuff? I have not. And this woman also said that they used the word purge, that they were purging people. I guess homeless people or whatever, whoever these people were that got caught by these groups. Yeah. Another very fun fact, if you've never been to New Orleans, let me help you out here. But this is very serious, because a lot of people have asked me. People think, for the people that's never been to New Orleans, you just not gonna randomly see an alligator crossing the street. No. People have asked me that. You just have alligators and stuff on the sidewalk, bro. Shut up, please. Shut up. Alligators. If you want to see an alligator in a city within the city limits of New Orleans, you have to go to very specific places. You just can't say, "Oh, I live here," and no, you just not. And that's the same thing with hogs. Especially wild hog. Like, no, you have to go to a specific place if that's what you want to see and that's what you want to deal with and all of that. But no. They're not just randomly walking around, sitting on a corner, beating on buckets. They're not doing that. Sorry, just had to clear that up. So I figured I would say that. Now, This last part is about to be a movie review. I saved this for last. I was going to do it first, but I saved it for last. I'm about to talk about War Machine. It's on Netflix. So, if you have not seen this movie yet, you can, you can put a thumb in this and come back to it. And yeah, holla at your boy. I got you. So, here we go. Movie called War Machine. It's a guy named Alan, I think it's pronounced Richter, something like that. If you watch Jack Reacher, my bad. If you watch Reacher, he's the guy that plays Reacher. If you've seen it, I like it. It dude kick ass. I like actiony stuff like that. Get it done. But same guy. I teared up a little bit in the movie because I know somebody that was in the military and something very bad happened to him. I haven't seen him since. He's definitely still alive, but it was a very bad thing, and it made me think of that incident. And the other thing with me was it's about him and his brother at the beginning. How they were stationed overseas and how they got ambushed like that. But it made me think about my brother because I haven't seen my brother in 2 years. I haven't seen him since, and it's just like I miss him. But that's why it hit me a little different. But I like the movie. It's a great movie. I'm not even gonna say typical. I'm not even gonna say that you could kind of sit there and this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen. Nah, it kind of didn't. The movie War Machine to me was like it was a combination of other movies being kind of rolled together and put together. I like the effects, I like the action, and the crazy thing is, even though they were in Ranger training and RASP, it wasn't random gunfire. Like the storyline by itself is what pushed that movie along until it got to a certain point where you seen this machine this machine that I think is supposed to be 3-Eye Atlas. Y'all remember that? 3-Eye Atlas? I know 3-Eye Atlas is going in another direction somewhere, wherever it is. But you remember how that was? 3-Eye Atlas was a whole big old thing? Remember that? Yeah, I know. But it that just kind of made me think of that. Like I said, I liked it. The storyline was good. How they kept it on. It was like minimal, but it wasn't. And it spoke. The War Machine, if you've seen Predator, I haven't seen all the Predators. I know they got a new one out, Badlands, I think. I need to watch that too. But it just reminded me of Predator. He puts this beam out, and it's like two beams. It was a blue one and a red one. You seen a red one, it was trouble. You seen a blue one, it's like, okay, let me feel out, let me see what's living. That's what that one was. But one thing I didn't like, but the movie made up for it. This was toward the end when he was in the quarry and he blew it up. He dropped the rocks on the top of it. He dropped the rocks and it blew up. To me, that first explosion, him blowing that up, that was a garbage ass. That was poo. That was just horrible. Nope, they could have did better. The second one, however, when it threw out all the Pokeballs, he was like, oh hell, yeah, that explosion was what it should have been. With the mushroom cloud, yeah, that's what it should have been. But I don't think nobody really seen the ending of that movie the way it was coming like that. He made it back to was it the base? Well, yeah, he made it back. And he's like, man, they're worldwide. Ooh, excuse me. I really hope y'all can hear that train horn. Dude blowing the damn horn. Disrespectful, I tell you. But the fact that it got to the end and he's like, they're worldwide, they're everywhere. I'm like, wow. And it may be a part two. Once he told him what to do, like, this is what you need to do. And I still don't figure out. Well, I mean, it's the military. They can figure it out. But I don't. Ooh. Oh, y'all. That's my second time yawning. That's the wrap it up light. Telling me to wrap it up. I'm yawning on here. But, that can definitely be alluded to. Is War Machine 2 coming out? Or maybe it might be called something else. I would say Rise of the Machines, but I think that's Terminator. One of the Terminator movies or something. But it will be kind of interesting to see how it played out with you having to deal with these things all over. Because, again, that comes from another movie as well. But, yeah, I liked it. It was a combination of movies. I done yelled 3 times in a row. Just stop talking now. I'm just going to stop talking. All right, y'all. Once again, the Wistful Podcast can now be found on Amazon, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Or if you have or Apple Music, rather. If you got an iPhone, it's free. It's free everywhere. All 3 of those sites. If you want me to join somewhere else so you can listen to it on whatever your favorite podcasting thing is, let me know. I got you. And good old YouTube. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, The Wishful Podcast, TikTok, Wishful Podcast, Instagram, it's all the same, The Wishful Podcast. I'm there. You gonna see the logo. You gonna see me. I'm there. But oh my goodness, I'm just yawning. Y'all see all my tonsils, all that, and I'm fogged up the screen. Excuse me, y'all, for having many times I yawn. So with that being said, y'all be good. Remember, mind your business, drink water. I'm out.